It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Wilson on first down. A pass underneath for Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him. Because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Carson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Queen able to get in there and drop him behind the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. David Moore, 30 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got a first down and more past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Seahawks 7, Ravens 0.
Jackson on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Game over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. If you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now it's Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third and long, it's Wilson being chased out left. Airing it out for Olsen. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He gets it to Brown, complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Oh, it don't matter. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And now look at him go. The 40. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
They'll take over.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Second and 5.
From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
1 yard down.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 38.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
He's taken down by Bobby Wagner. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 41.
On second and 9, Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
It looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
For the Ravens.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at the 20. He gives it off to Carson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson forced out to his left. Airing it out from, he's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. They run it with Carson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Wilson now from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Baltimore Ravens.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Now he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets it up past the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Seattle.
On first down, Carson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He was brought down by Malik Harrison. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had,